release in order to receive. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing an updated off-day morning routine for those who work a full-time job. This past year, I really feel like I've mastered the art of having balance between my full-time career, being a part-time content creator, and personal life outside of all of those things. I found that making sure that my real life, not just what people see on social media, but my actual real day-to-day life outside of the internet consists of calm, meaningful moments. I think so many of us, including myself, have gotten lost in the day-to-day hustle and bustle, trying to get ahead in life, trying to get to the bag, so they say. But this can often lead to feelings of frustration, burnout, a negative comparison between yourself and others, and an overall unsatisfaction for your own life. But I have found that when I'm making sure that my life outside of work is lived to the absolute fullest, that is the key. I posted something on Instagram the other day, and one of my good sister subscribers DM'd me and said, "Gotta romanticize what we do because no one else is going to do it these days." And let me just say, I couldn't agree with you more, sis. Romanticizing my life has played an essential role in moving forward after having rough times all throughout this year, and it's really allowed me to keep going even on the days that I feel like I couldn't do it anymore. So with that being said, making sure that I have a calm morning routine every single morning that I'm off of work, and on the days that I actually go to work too, but mostly on my off days, making sure that I'm doing whatever it is that I want to do. I get up, I do my skincare, I have my coffee, I move slow. All of those things are essential, and they've played a vital role in helping me to feel better all throughout this year. So for the past 2 years, I've dealt with hormonal acne and different skin flare-ups all throughout this year. I have a dermatologist, I've been prescribed lots of topical medications, tested for PCOS, the list goes on and on, y'all. But honestly, I feel like the two things that's helped my skin the most has been my diet and then trying my hardest to live a calm and stress-free lifestyle. And I really feel like that it works. Yes, I do still have flare-ups, especially around my cycle time, but I think depending on how stressed I am around that time really determines how bad the flare-up is going to be. And changing my lifestyle and creating a calm routine really has been helping with having less breakouts and clearer skin all throughout the month. Another thing that I've been trying to do is just try to look more presentable on the days that I don't have to work. And y'all, this is hard because, if you're in the house, you kind of just want to lounge around and have your sweats and stuff on. Like, you're not thinking about brushing your hair or anything like that. But I find that when I do just kind of get ready, get myself together, can run errands, put a little earring on, just make myself presentable for the day in the event that I have to go out, run an errand, leave the house for whatever reason. It just makes me feel a lot more better when I do this. And right here, I'm just slicking my hair back. This is how I have to do it, y'all, because I have 0 edges. So I have to divide it up and slick it back like how you guys are seeing here. Again, just to look presentable. But by doing this on the days that I don't have to work, it really does make you feel a lot better, or make me feel a lot better just by getting ready for the day. I also feel like getting myself together and making yourself presentable is another way to tap into your feminine energy, which is something else that I've been working on this year. If you live alone like me, or you're by yourself often, you may find yourself having to do things on your own all the time. It just becomes this ultimate independent superwoman, and you just don't need help with much. But I find that this can really take you out of your feminine energy if you're not mindful. But also find that when I focus on practices that really cultivate self care rituals, like taking a few minutes to get myself together in the mornings, doing my skincare, things like that, it puts me right back into that feminine space. So, most of you guys know that I am a dog mommy, and this is Bailey, and she plays a huge role in my morning routine. Before I started taking this morning routine super serious, Bailey and I would hop up, I would take her outside really quick, let her do her thing, come back in, feed her, rush to get myself together so that I'm not late for work again for like the thousandth time that week. But now things have changed. Bailey was a rescue and she's always had complications that were manageable. However, recently, Bailey was diagnosed with heartworm disease, unfortunately, causing her health and quality of life to drastically decline. She has good days and she has bad days, but now we just literally take it day by day. I know that some will say that she's just a dog, but I can honestly say that this dog has taught me patience in a way like no other. I truly wanted to take advantage of my mornings and slow down and have an easy start to the day, and she's helped me to be able to do that. She's on several prescribed medications now that take time to get all in her system. Our walks are now very slow, and I'm no longer rushing her to do what she needs to do, but instead, I get up early to make sure that I can tend to her. Not to sound mean or insensitive or anything like that, but I honestly don't know how much more time I'll continue to have with Bailey. But through this revised morning routine, especially on the days that I'm not working, she's taught me to treat each day as if it were her last. Again, patience like no other, and for that, I'm extremely grateful. So now let's get into what I've been eating and drinking lately. Y'all know I love me some coffee, and this superfood coffee latte by Blendtopia is so good. It's vegan, dairy-free, gluten-free, soy-free, and you literally just add whatever milk of choice. My morning routine involves healthier options these days, but I still love anything quick and convenient. So when I'm in the mood for an iced coffee, I'll grab something like this. I also try to stock up on my vitamins and supplements as much as I can, and I'll use the morning hours to be able to take these along with my breakfast and coffee. I'm also in the market to find a really good multivitamin that has everything that I need in it as well. So I've heard a lot about Seed and other brands, but I'm just not sure which one to pick just yet. So if you guys have any recommendations, please leave them down in the comments below. Okay, so going back to me loving anything quick and easy for breakfast, y'all, I've been eating these spinach and egg white bites and they are so good. Well, just eggs in general. I love eggs, but these are good. You just pop them in the microwave with the bag on for about 45 seconds and they're done. I love anything easy like that. Also, November, I decided to go meatless and incorporate a more plant-based diet into my daily routine, and I love it so far. I don't feel so sluggish in the mornings when I wake up. I feel overall lighter throughout the day, and because I'm on this weight loss journey, I find that it's really helping me keep the weight down. One of the main things that I try to do, especially on the days that I'm off of work, is to intentionally make time for journaling. There are so many benefits to daily journaling, including goal setting, increasing your self awareness, processing your emotions, and just your overall mental health. But sometimes I tend to draw complete blanks when it's time to journal. I don't always know what to write for that morning. So when that happens, I'll grab one of my self-help slash personal development books right off of my shelf, and I'll read a point or two out of those books, and then I'll let my mind wander. Journaling, especially every day, is not always easy, and sometimes it can be difficult to get your thoughts out on paper. A guided journal can really help with this, but if you like to kind of freestyle like me and write down your thoughts from scratch, I found this writing prompt on Instagram that gives some really great suggestions on where to start. Okay, so I picked up How We Heal off of my bookshelf by Alexandria L or Alex L. She's on Instagram. She's an author. She's great. If you guys don't follow her, you should follow her. But I've already read this book, but I like to go back into some of the books that I have whenever I need some type of writing inspiration. And I'm about to start journaling here in a minute. And I was like, I don't know what to journal about today. You know, usually things just kind of come to me in the mornings especially, and I can just journal. But sometimes when they don't, I'll get one of my books and flip to a few pages to see if I can find any inspiration, and that's what I did this morning. Y'all, I felt like how fitting, because I literally just opened this book, turned over like 2 pages, and then I landed on page 47, which at the top it says making room for new beginnings. And I just thought that it was so fitting for the new year. We're about to head into a brand new year. It's time for clarity. It's time to make room for new stuff. And then I turned to that page and then I read it and I was like, this is just so inspirational. And I wanted to read it to you guys. So it says, healing requires us to make the hard choice to start over and leave behind what we thought we knew. Deciding to do things differently also challenges us to show up and do the work it takes. We'll see results only when we make a commitment to the work that lies ahead. There is a lot of talk about manifestation in the wellness space, but very little about the steps we must take to bring what we want to fruition. We cannot just wish things into existence. We must also do the work while we wait. Healing demands effort. We cannot have one foot in the door and the other out. We've got to be all in. Why? Because that is how we heal the whole self, by paying attention to every nook and cranny of suffering, pain, joy, gratitude, and humanness. Manifestation requires making space for what we want to grow in our lives. There's no magic in manifestation. Yes, we can name things we want and write them down, create a vision board, and record voice memos. That first step is identifying what we want is crucial. However, bringing our longings to fruition also means making intentional space, which requires letting go. We must release in order to receive. I'm going to read that part again. However, bringing our longings to fruition also means making intentional space, which requires letting go. We must release in order to receive. Letting go is crucial for creating the adequate room we need to receive the clarity and lessons of healing. There is absolutely no way around this. If we skipped it, we would miss vital information. such as what we need or don't need, or what we want and don't want. We become increasingly connected to ourselves on the journey when we take the long way. Each step toward healing, transformation, and emotional sustainability holds a stepping stone to the next phase in our growth. I thought that was so nice. I'm like, wow, we're going into the new year. It's really just talking about making room. So now my journal entry is going to be about making room and being intentional about making room and creating space in my life to be able to receive all the good things that I know that I'm supposed to receive. A lot of the times we are in our own way. Most of the times we are in our own way. If there is something that we want to do, accomplish, grow towards, it's us. Nobody else is going to live this life that you are living. Nobody else is going to make you get up out of bed and make you do what it is that you want to do. It's us. So we have to be able to make room. And I love that part, we must release in order to receive. Because if we're holding on to like a lot of things that just aren't serving us, and we're not making that room for growth and for change, there's no way we're going to be able to make it to the next step. Because we're just holding on to so much space, like unused, unwanted space. And when we can release stuff to allow all the good things to flow. And when we're not releasing it, how is it going to flow? How is it gonna flow? So that's what my journal entry is going to be about this morning. I really hope that this video gave you a little inspiration to start your own mindful morning routine, whether you're a full-time 9-to-5 worker like me, or you're just trying to find a small pocket of time throughout the week to give to yourself. You owe it to yourself to create balance and to fill your cup. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.